Some big changes in the last 24 hours. Yesterday at this time, we were seeing temperatures in the 40s. That was after a day where we were nearly 60 degrees in the capital city. That's not the case now with snow falling. Let me take you to a live look right now from Schoen's Roofing down in Beatrice, and this gives you a pretty good idea of what's happening, at least from Lincoln down towards Beatrice. A lot of wind around, and you can see some snow flurries flying, or at least snowflakes flying through the sky, but look underneath the lights, and you can see snow flying horizontally. Also notice the streets, where they are all wet. The concern is going to be for tonight and especially tomorrow morning as this colder air keeps coming in. We may see some flash freezing on area roadways that are wet from this afternoon and this evening. So keep that in mind. We could have some slick spots tomorrow morning. Here's a live look right now from Honda of Lincoln on the southwest side of Lincoln. And once again, look under the street lights in the parking lot. You can see the snow is falling. I shouldn't say it's falling. It's flying sideways. That's because we have some very strong winds that are blowing across the area. And here's the look right now from I-80 and 56th Street on the north side of town. Not as much in the way of snow falling there. You can see on radar, I've got it zoomed in closer to the capital city. Just some very light precipitation falling at this point. Again, it's more of the blowing snow that's occurring than it is the heavier snow is falling. There's not a lot of snow out there on the radar. Most of it's off to the south and east, and that's the direction it is moving. You may be thinking, well, where's all this snow at? Well, we still have the upper level portion of this weather system, and you can see it starting to fill in now over northern Nebraska and the southeast corner of South Dakota. That is going to swing through here as we go through the overnight hours, and that will bring us another round of snow. So really, it's two small rounds that are going to come through. The one we had early this evening, and then the stuff that's coming later on tonight. You can see that on the Stormcast as we go through the evening hours. We'll keep a chance for some snow flurries around. The snow will likely start to pick back up in intensity by 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We'll keep it around for a few hours overnight. Now, keep in mind, the bulk of the snow, and the worst of it, and we've said this all along, will be along the Nebraska-Iowa state line and eastward into Iowa, where they could see upwards of 8 inches to 10 inches of snow. Now, the snow around here will likely taper off and cut off by 5 o'clock in Lincoln, and probably by 6 o'clock in the morning down towards the Nebraska-Kansas state line. Now, you can see how much snow we are still expecting. Less than an inch of snow west of Lincoln for the most part. Seward, areas out that direction, likely less than an inch. We can still see 1 to 2 inches of snow in Lincoln and higher amounts as you get closer to Omaha and perhaps down towards Falls City. In the far southeast corner, there could be as much as 4 to 7 inches of snow. Temperature-wise, it is much cooler. We're sitting in the low 30s right now, at least in the capital city. It's 32 in Beatrice, 29 now in Fairbury, and look at the cooler air coming in towards the Tri-Cities, where right now we're sitting in the mid-20s. As well as the winds are gusting 30, 40 to near 50 miles per hour. There were gusts of 52 miles per hour earlier in Hastings, and that's sending wind chill values right now down into the single digits in Kearney. It feels like it's 10 in Grand Island, and only 22 is the wind chill in Lincoln. As we go through the rest of the evening and overnight hours, the winds will remain up. We'll have gusts at times 40, maybe 45 miles per hour. They'll continue through the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, they should begin to ease. However, there'll be enough wind around with cold temperatures. We'll have wind chill values at times dropping down below zero. I think in the capital city, we could see wind chills as low as 8 below to as high as perhaps 1 or 2 degrees above zero. And you can see by 5, 6, and 7 o'clock, we're talking wind chill values at zero or slightly below. And the actual air temperature will be dropping down into the teens by tomorrow morning. We'll have clouds around early tomorrow, especially from York, Seward, and Lincoln. Those will begin to erode towards the afternoon with a lot of sunshine out towards the Tri-Cities. And we will see some sunshine in Lincoln, but high temperatures tomorrow will only be in the mid-20s. 7-day forecast, warmer second half of the weekend, 45 degrees on Sunday. We warm to 56 by Tuesday before another cold front comes through. It's going to drop our temperatures back into the 20s by Wednesday, down below zero by Thursday. And right now, long-range computer models suggesting a couple clippers coming next weekend. That's something we'll iron out as we go through the next several days. Megan.